Hello and welcome to Painting Panzers. My name's Christian and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the decals on offer by my good friend Adam at Dice of War. Now you can see that we've got a few different decal sets to choose from. At the moment he's got the British as well as some German decal sets, and I'm assuming that he's going to be growing this set because we've got quite a few already to pick from. Now obviously if you're in the market for 50mm decals, then this is a really good option for you, but I will be taking a closer look at them in a short while. But this is just going to give you an idea of what you can get and the sort of quality and price. So shipping is very cheap. It's like $5 to America. So as I said, you got some allied stuff, mainly British and German. German on the right of the screen there, and it is very nice. Some very unique decals there too. So you get the sheet and it looks something like this. It's got a protective cover on it as well, which is always nice. Tells you what you're getting, broken down really nicely. Obviously heavily researched as well by Adam. He doesn't leave anything out, so making sure that all of the good stuff's on there. We can see they've got the correct bridging discs, which is awesome. We've got the senior, the junior regiments as well. He's also taking into account all of the sort of vehicles you're going to be using in Flames of War, because these are probably more tailored towards those 15mm Flames of War figures. Then we've got a variety of different allied stars in sizes, which is great. And we've also got some other markings there and some British tank names, which are brilliant. There's some great ones on there as well. So to cut these, you'd probably recommend using a Stanley knife, but I'm just going to use my trusty scissors. It's really up to you what you want to do. I know people use Stanley knives, but I find it just as easy to use a pair of scissors, to be completely honest. But the film, or the decal sheet, is very thin, which is really giving me some good vibes in terms of how thick this decal is going to be. Sometimes the film on the decal can be very thick, and it's really hard to hide, even with all the gloss varnish and such. So I've soaked it in water, not for very long at all, probably about 15 to 20 seconds, and it comes straight off like that. And we can see the thickness of the film there, not thick at all, very nice. The resolution of the decal is superb, the colour choice as well, that dark red really does go nicely alongside that allied green Sherman. And yeah, just putting a bit of water on there and it's going in very nice. I'm also going to try a bridging disc. But I'm not going to bother with unit decals, as in like 30 core or anything like that, just because I didn't get them in the sample sheet that was sent, and I don't want to take away from what Adam's got here, because they are absolutely superb decals, and I'm sure all of his other decals for specific units will go really nicely with these models. So I'm adding in the tank name there as well as the tank number. I love the size of the tank number here, so you can put it on that reinforced bit of armor plating on there. The Flames of War variants are a bit too big and you can't put them on there, so that's a little bit more realistic from some of the photos I've seen. And then I'm giving you an idea of this this particular decal, where a lot of it is decal in an empty space, so we can see how that looks once it's dry. So once I've got my decals on and I've left them for a short amount of time, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure all of the fluid of that water that I've used to place them isn't trapped underneath that decal, and I'm just getting it out with a cotton bud. Then I'm coming along with my microsol and I'm going to give it a coat of that. You can see I'm just giving a very little amount over the top of that, of each decal, and then this is just going to put it to the test. How well does it conform to the surface once I've applied this on? It's a setting solution, so it should sort of melt to the surface. And once I've left that for a good few minutes, I'm going to come along with my cotton bud and again make sure all of that fluid isn't trapped underneath, because we're going to need to give it another gloss varnish, because you always make sure you want to give a gloss varnish on your model before you apply your decals, to give it that flat surface for the decal to adhere to, and then the gloss varnish to trap the decal and get rid of that clear film and get rid of all the gloss as well. So I'm actually painting here, but you can see how those look after that gloss varnish has been applied. You can really not make out those decals at all in terms of the film that you would ordinarily see. So yeah, very happy with how they've come out. I think they really do look fantastic. So yeah, overall a really lovely set of decals from Adam at Dice of War. Please do go check out his range. Obviously, the more we support it, the bigger it's going to get. If you've got anything specific in mind, he's a super approachable bloke, so flick him a message and I'm sure he might be able to help you out. But yeah, whilst you're there as well, check out his dice sets. If you're into Flames of War or any sort of World War II gaming, he's got some really unique dices on there. Or dice, I should say. And yeah, well worth a little investment. And as the decal sheet showed, the cost of them are really reasonable, and the postage is just absolutely cheap as chips for a decal sheet, which is great. So thanks again, Adam, for sending me these. I can't wait for the rest of the video to come out. It's going to be coming out very shortly, and you can see how I painted up this tank. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it here, and I will catch you at the next one.